We now turn to that exclusive interview with River's new associate principal. With me on set is CR News chief correspondent Talan Collins. Talan, what were some of the key takeaways?
Well, Time, in my conversation with Miss Abby Davis, we discussed her background, experience, as well as how she believes schools can tackle issues such as the rise of new technologies in the classroom. Davis says she's a strong student advocate, with one of her main priorities being to foster a culture of belonging right here at River. Here are some of the highlights. What do you think students should know about you on a personal level?
Yeah, well, Talan, thank you for having me. I have loved my time here at River so far. Really feel embraced by students and faculty. I'm from Vancouver. I left and I went to college in Indiana University. I played sports there. I came back to Vancouver, started as a teacher. I taught at Eisenhower and I taught at Discovery for 8 years total, and then the last 12 I've been an administrator.
So what drew you to River specifically now as an administrator? What was that process like?
There was an opportunity for me to come to Columbia River. I really enjoyed my previous experience at Skyview High School as the curriculum associate, and getting to work with students as they plan their post-secondary plans. That's really important to me, and especially myself attending a four-year university, attending it as a student athlete, that was a big draw for me for River. The athletics and the academic tradition here are really strong, and so I hope to provide some perspective.
And since you're a new administrator here, when Mr. Roberts, who you mentioned, when he was leaving, did he give you any advice, or have you received any advice from any other administrators?
Yes.
And if so, what would you say has been the most valuable of that advice?
Yeah, Mr. Roberts and I have known each other for a long time, and so he was just like, "You're gonna love it here." He kind of does the talks with his hands. "You're going to love it here. It's so great." And so I appreciated that. I appreciated his enthusiasm and energy. Even after, a long career in education for him, he still had really great things to say.
What led you down this path to becoming an administrator? And perhaps before that, what led to your interest as an educator?
That's a great question. I'm sure many of our students might be in the same situation, but my parents were both educators. So they both taught in Vancouver Public Schools. My dad taught elementary and my mom taught middle school. It was very natural for me in my home. I had great examples.
And now that you're here at River as an administrator, what are some of your main goals as an associate principal here?
Just really getting to know people. I'm a people person. I like to build relationships with people. I like to make them feel valued.
Yeah, and if students have those thoughts, those recommendations, maybe even concerns, how do you plan to engage with them to make sure that their voices are heard?
Yeah, so we have our student advisory team that, of course, meets with Superintendent Snell and representatives from other buildings. We also have our diversity club, which meets, and Miss Parker and Miss Bamford work to support that club. Those are two really good places or access points for kids to share concerns. I also would just encourage students to come forward, come meet with myself, meet with Mr. Duncan, meet with Mr. Odepal, maybe suggesting things that we haven't thought of, or other groups that we need to bring together to have conversations.
And you can watch that full interview later this afternoon on the CRTV YouTube channel.
Hey Rapids, if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the CRTV YouTube channel to support content for and by CR students. Thanks for watching.